Assalamualaikum student. Welcome to our what we can say second week session, our second session of this week. By the way, this one is about week one. This is what we have studied. Just a second. This is what we have studied in the last two lectures, and now we have to move toward third class. That means it's about third video. That is about the second class. राइट फर्स्ट क्लास के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से अगर मैं बात करूं कि आपके क्लास के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से तो क्लास में भी काफी चीजें हम फ्रॉम डेफिनेशन एंड द की पॉइंट्स रिगार्डिंग डेफिनेशन हम डिस्कस कर चुके हैं so this is what we have done in the last class यहाँ से हम प्रॉपरली स्टार्ट करते हैं with our next session. Okay class, now what's the concept of functions of management? As we have discussed in the class as well, what's the concept of functions of management and how we can go through from the different functions of management, how we can use, how we can implement these functions of management when we are talking about the concept of management. And by the way, overall आपका जो course भी है, that is all about the functions of management. What's the, you can say, historical introduction or point of view of the management, and then what will be the functions of management. उसमें सबसे पहले आपका first one is about planning, that is about 3 chapters, then organizing, it's about 6, 7, 8, and then 9, 10 onward directing and leading है. And 10, 11, 12, it's about 11, 12, it's about 10th is about motivation, 11, 12 is about what we can say, it's about controlling. So that is all about, basically, it's about your course outline of the management as well, and the functions and the key points and elements of the management and major pillars of management as well. So these are the basic functions of management, that is about planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. So these are the 5 functions of management. Now, what is planning? In planning, what we have to do, as we have discussed in the class as well, we have to make the outline. We have to write down something. What is planning? Detailed outline. That means you have to think about everything almost, right? In planning, you have to plan about as well as about organizing, right? About staffing, about directing, about controlling. Because agar aap kahin ki plan is just the initial step, and that is all about. No, planning is basically, it's the primary function of management. There is no doubt about it. Definitely, it's the primary function of management. But when we are talking about what we have to do, so definitely, whenever we are talking about the definition, it's about thinking. And when you are think about future, that means you are thinking about something from future point of view. That is known as you are planning about something. So in planning, in simple word, we can say it's about thinking about future course of action and deciding in advance the most appropriate course of action for the achievement of goal. That means you have to think about the different course of actions from your future point of view, and then you have to know which one is the best plan, which one is the best course of action that you will select for the achievement of goal. हम इनको थोड़ा briefly लेके चलते हैं ताकि जल्दी जल्दी हमारी ये वीडियोस कवर हो जाएं और ये सेशन कवर हो जाए from first week point of view. Okay, so first of all, we have to make the outline regarding everything. What we can say, जैसे जनरली क्लास में डिस्कशन होती रहती है, जैसे कोई प्रोग्राम लिखते हैं आप, कोई सूडो कोड लिखते हैं, कोई एल्गो लिखते हैं, फॉर दैट मैटर definitely you have to plan ऐसे ऐसे लिखेंगे, ये वेरिएबल होगा and all that. And for that matter, you have to go through from the flow chart. So flow chart is the plan. Flow chart is the example of planning, basically, in which you have to plan, okay, this is what the input is, this is what the process is, and this is how you can get the output after implementing different if-else statements or for loop, while, do while loop, and different structures and all that. Whatever you want to, you can get the output as per your requirement. So each and everything has been planned in proper way. Each and every step has to be planned. A goal without a plan is just like a wish. This is one of the biggest facts, right? A goal without plan is just a wish. So if you want to achieve your goal, for that reason, you have to make the plans, and your plans must be applicable, implementable, आप उसको इम्प्लीमेंट कर सकें। अगर वो एप्लीकेबल नहीं हो सकता तो इट्स जस्ट अ प्लान, यू आर जस्ट थिंकिंग अबाउट एनीथिंग, यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू एबल टू इम्प्लीमेंट एनीथिंग, राइट। सो दैट इज द रीजन, आप प्रॉपर प्लानिंग करेंगे तो तभी आप अपने ऑब्जेक्टिव और गोल्स को अचीव कर सकेंगे। So planning is the determination of courses of action to achieve the goal. Thus, planning is the systematic thinking about ways and means for accomplishment of predetermined goals. Already we have discussed about this part. That means you have to think about your systematic thinking about each and everything. पहले ये करेंगे, ये करेंगे, ये करेंगे. It's about series of set of steps जो आप सोचेंगे, प्लान करेंगे. That can be about top level management जो प्लान बनाती है, डिसीजन लेती है. गोल्स और ऑब्जेक्टिव के बारे में, तो सबसे पहले आपका गोल क्या है? गोल इज योर डेस्टिनेशन. How you can reach toward your goal. For that reason, you have to make the plans. You have to make the set of steps. Okay, this is how you can go through from, you can say that goal. So for that reason, you have to go through from that set of steps जिनके थ्रू आप अपने ऑब्जेक्टिव और गोल को अचीव कर सकते हैं. Planning is necessary to ensure proper utilization of human and non-human resources, right? So you have to make sure that proper utilization of human and non-human resources, that means mechanical resources, financial or human resources, को properly plan करें, properly utilize करें. Now, what's the concept of organizing class? Organizing, let's get organized. That means let's get arrange something, to assemble something. ऑर्गेनाइज करना, अरेंज करना, असेंबल करना, एक प्रॉपर फॉर्म में, एक प्रॉपर वे में लेके चलना. सो ऑर्गेनाइजिंग में भी अगेन जब हम प्लानिंग की बात करते हैं तो प्लानिंग में भी अगेन यू हैव टू थिंक अबाउट ऑर्गेनाइजिंग. दैट मीन्स ऑर्गेनाइजिंग नहीं होता है कि कौन सा ब्रांड है, कौन सा व्हाटएवर प्रोडक्ट है और उस प्रोडक्ट को कैसे बनाना है, कस्टमर कौन होगा, सप्लायर कौन होगा और कौन कौन सी स्पेसिफिक प्लेसेस पे आप जो है वो इसको प्लेस करेंगे. Where you have to implement each and everything, that will be the part of again planning, and that will be linked with the organizing. Activities क्या होंगी, कौन कौन क्या क्या activity perform करेगा, ये सारी चीजें that will be the part of your organizing. So what's the concept of organizing? Just a second, students. Okay, now what's the concept of organizing? Organizing, it's the process of bringing together physical, financial, and human resources and developing the productive relationship amongst them for achievement of organization goal. So it is the process of bringing together physical, financial, human resources. जितने भी आपके resources हैं उनको आपने कैसे utilize करना है, and then you have to develop the productive relationship. That means productive relationship, by the way, कौन से होते हैं? Productive relationship, that means overall आपने प्रोडक्टिविटी किसी भी काम के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से, चाहे फिजिकल है, फाइनेंशियल है, ह्यूमन रिसोर्स की यूटिलाइजेशन है, एट द एंड ऑफ द डे यू हैव टू नो हाउ यू कैन इंक्रीज द प्रोडक्शन, how you can improve the productivity of the organization, maximum output कैसे लेंगे with optimized utilization of resources. Optimized होता है कि कम से कम वक्त के अंदर कम से कम resources को utilize करके maximum output लेना. That is one of the definition of efficiency as well. So among us them for the achievement of the organization goal. So another very important thing is what we have to do is you have to develop the productive relationship among them for the achievement of the organizational goals. कि कैसे आपने organizational goals को achieve करना है. Organizing a business involves determining and providing human and non-human resources to the organization structure. So definitely you have to provide your human, non-human resources to everyone, and you have to assemble, you have to allocate each and everything at some specific department, place, or location where you have to place, and what are the different activities that you will perform, and what will be the different individuals जो उन activities को perform करेंगे. ये सारी चीजें आपने point out करनी है, ये सारी चीजें आपने assemble करनी है, organize करनी है. This is one of the most important what we can say chapter and topic in your management, and the number of terms that we will study that is very important in this session or in this organizing concept. It's about the second very important function of management. Now what are the different set of steps that we have to follow regarding organizing process. That is about identification of activities. कि हमने क्या क्या काम करना है. First we have to identify कि हमने क्या काम करना है. That can be about your organization, that can be at home, whatever you are doing. First you have to identify what are the activities you have to perform. What are the actions that you have to perform. Classification of grouping of activities. Then you have to move toward the classification of grouping of activities. आपने classify कर देने हैं कि different groups बनाने हैं और उनमें क्या क्या activities perform करेंगे. Then assignment of duties. Then you have to find out what are the different duties that you have to perform and who will be responsible for the that specific duty. That means delegation of authority. Delegate करना, allocate करना. आप authority को delegate करते हो एक specific authority के point of view से कि okay, this is what the CEO of the organization and they are responsible for this, and this manager is responsible for HR department, this manager is responsible for finance department and so on. तो वो आपका authority का concept है. And creation of responsibility. Next one is about responsibility. You are responsible for all these activities. Coordinating the authority and the responsibility relationship. Another one is then you have to make the coordination between the authority and activity between the responsibility. Means कौन क्या काम करेगा और क्या क्या activities perform की जाएंगी. कौन is about, that means who is responsible, that is about authority, and what you will perform, that is about activity. So in organizing, you have to create the relationship between the activity and authority. And the simplest definition is organizing means assembling and arranging of the resources. So this one is the simplest concept of organizing. Directing, leading, controlling क्या है जी, जल्दी से इससे go through हो जाते हैं. Direction, definitely you have to give the direction guidelines. देना है आपने बताना है कि this is how you can do the different things. That is about your managerial skills, and this is one of the most important managerial skills.